All right, folks, we'll get started here now. If I could get your attention, please. So welcome to Student of the Month and Athlete of the Month. It's our first one for the 17-18 this year? Wow. For this school year, right? Awesome crew to start us off for October. So I'm not going to do a ton of talking. This is really for the students and obviously the teachers that are going to talk on their behalf. And last year we also started doing our faculty member of the month. So we'll start with that, all right? And then I'll come back and explain, just kind of go over the details of how we end up here. I spoke to, I think, the most of you on the phone already, but I'll just kind of go over a little further how the students end up here today. So a little different with the faculty member of the month for October. So we tweet that out and email the students, and we got a lot of nominations, but this month, one of our members kind of went above and beyond and was also noticed by her colleagues. So usually a student comes up here and we reverse it, and the student talks about the teacher, opposite of when the teachers will talk about the students here in a moment. But this month we're actually going to have two teachers talk about one of their fellow teachers. So Ms. Malinich was nominated for our faculty member of the month by a few teachers, but Mr. Meck and Mr. Lavery are going to speak to kick us off here today.
Thank you, Mr. Conti. I've never nominated a staff member for staff member of the month, but there's a lot of good going on around the school this first kind of third of the school year, and there's one common denominator with all of it, and in my mind it's Miss Malinich. She's been our Swiss Army knife so far, and all the positive stuff that's happening in Interboro, I honestly, without a doubt, without hesitation, can say it's all because of Katie. She's not only a field hockey coach here, a lacrosse coach here, she runs our TV studio, she's at the football games. I mean, literally, she is everywhere and nowhere all at once. Our PBIS program would be lost without her. I'm glad to call her my friend and colleague. Interboro is extremely lucky to have her, and I am thrilled that she did get this honor. So congratulations, Katie.
Thank you, Mr. Meccarell. As you said, Katie is our Swiss Army knife. She is making connections amongst us teachers and students that weren't there before through her classroom, through her activities. And as you said, a lot of us nominated her. And when I found out she won, at first I was so excited. Mr. Conti's like, quiet, it's a surprise. So we're very happy you won this, Katie, and we're very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Just about everything you see on, or literally everything you see on K-Scope or anything that's kind of put out there through Interboro is all done by Ms. Malinich. I mean, she just goes above and beyond. It's crazy. So we really love having her here. I think it's her third year here with us now, so she's been an awesome addition to the high school. We'll now start with the students of the month. All right, so our freshman winner is Kelly Connor, nominated by Mr. Barrett. Kelly, if you want to come up, please.
Good morning, everyone. I have nominated Kelly Connor as our freshman student of the month. Kelly, obviously being a freshman, I have her first period for health and phys ed, and for those of you that can remember what it's like to have physical education, having it first period is a tough adjustment, but not for Kelly. She has rolled in each and every day, and she's ready to go, and is just the perfect person to be counted on and relied on. And when we are in health, basically the same thing. She does her work perfectly and efficiently, and on top of all that, not only is she a freshman who technically is brand new here, she is also a varsity volleyball player. So she's been doing everything possible this early in her career. She's awesome. We hope she's the best of what Interboro is, and we hope that she continues on this path to excellence throughout her career, and we fully expect that to happen. So congratulations, Cal. Good job. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. Our 10th grade winner is Shanita Russell. She was nominated by Mr. Ciandra. Shanita, you want to come
up? Shanita's actually new to the school. The district this year came from Delaware, and to be honest, so far she's one of the brightest students I've ever had. I had a meeting yesterday with her English teacher, with English teachers, and I asked the 10th grade, I said, who has Shanita Russell? And, Miss Catino's response was enough. She just said, wow. I was thinking the same thing. She goes above and beyond in the classroom. I actually can't call on her anymore because nobody will follow her responses. I'm very curious to see and interested to see what she does in the future because she has a lot of potential to do great things. So, very proud of her. All right. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Chandra. Congrats, Shanita. Welcome. All right, great start to your year here. Our junior winner is Madison Antes. She was nominated by Mr. McGrady.
Thank you. I nominated Madison because she represents what I think this award's all about. Someone who does all the right things, works hard in class, works hard in activities and sports, and just does an all-around fantastic job. She's a tireless worker, always there to help her friends and people in class whenever needed. Never any issues or any problems whatsoever. She's a delight to be around, and I think she definitely deserves this award as one of Interboro's finest. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. McGrady. Finally, our senior winner, no stranger. She had an awesome career here. So her entire career at Interboro. She was nominated by Ms. McHale. If you want to come up, please, and talk to her. And Mr. Costanzo is Brianna Mathis.
We were happy to nominate this kid because of her commitment to leadership. I mean, her class rank is number 8, so she could have been, what was it?
It's 4.
Where'd I get 8 then?
I don't know.
Half of that. So, and I even wrote 4 down. Sorry. Number 4, even better. So she could have qualified in any academic area. But it was more in the area of leadership that Rose and I, who are the student council advisors and have worked with her throughout her high school career, wanted to nominate her. Just a couple of her leadership traits and characteristics that I mentioned. First of all, she comes from an amazing family. Her mom's side of the family I know very well. Her mother, Jen Fortunato was their name, and I taught most of them over the years. So terrific family that it's been great to have them come through, and now their children come through. So back to Bree. She is Secretary of Student Council. She's Secretary of National Honor Society. She's President of FBLA. She is one of our lead mentors. She interns at the Franklin Mint Literacy Center, and she's captain of the field hockey team. She will also play softball. Who knows, she could be captain of that. She's involved in PBS, and I said her class rank is 4. So we're very, very proud of her, and she's doing a terrific job as secretary. No surprise there with student council. Miss Mikhail, would you like
She
to?
also runs the Powder Puff. So it's the Powder Puffs tonight at 7, faculty games at 6. It's $3 to get in. She's a great secretary, and we're lucky to have her.
Good little commercial.
So, yeah.
So congrats, kid.
Good job. Good job.
And just to kind of piggyback off Ms. McHale and Mr. Costanzo, Brianna, even at dances or whatever school function it may be, like always just a huge hand, asking what she could do to help, things like that. So just awesome to have her around. So I did kind of not go over in the beginning just how we end up here. So just to bring up to speed, basically Ms. Hain, our librarian, is integral. She kind of runs this whole show here today. She sends an email out to the staff. We have nominations come back, and we get like tens of nominations for each grade. That then goes to a committee for Student of the Month, and then the committee chooses one per grade. So, and trust me, the competition stuff. So it just speaks volumes of the students we see here today and the support you guys give them. We really appreciate it. It's not just about grades. It's student involvement, how they're respected by their peers, their teachers, and everybody. So this is really like the cream of the crop here at Interboro. We love having them and appreciate your support. We're going to switch gears real fast now. Mr. Kloss is going to come over. We also recognize our student athletes of the month, one male, one female for October. So, Mr. Kloss, come over and recognize our student athletes.
So the first person I want to introduce is Maddie Rizzo. She's our female student athlete of the month. I'll give you that. A little bit about Maddie. When I asked her teammates, they gave me a lot of different feedback on her, some of which can't be repeated here. But overall, what it comes down to is they say a lot of things about her, that she's a true leader. When I asked her teachers the same thing, I mean, on the court and off the court, she helps out her peers. They say you're an excellent leader. Some of them say you're awesome. I don't know if you paid them to say that. but they say nothing but great things about her. I mean, in watching her and observing her myself on the court, when there are those moments when, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, when we're serving and it just can't get over the net, you call everybody in and you're that calming force on the court. She's an excellent ambassador for us. When she goes out there, she's wearing Interboro on the front of her chest, and she does a great job of showing everyone what Buck Pride is all about. So, Maddie Rizzo, everyone. Our male athlete of the month is Dom Scrivano. A little bit about Dom. Last year, coaches and athletes vote on the Del Val Athletic Association Sportsman of the Year from every school. And normally it's given to a senior. Last year it was actually given to Dom as a junior, which goes to show you how much respect even his competitors had for him on the field. This year he's known as the man without any ankles. I mean, it's something that you can talk about with a guy is how they overcome adversity. Dom actually severely sprained his left ankle first, right ankle first, played on it, and just as he was getting healthy, severely sprained his left ankle. Through all of it, he stayed on the field. He played through all the pain to a point where he couldn't play anymore. Still got back because the one thing that he wanted to do, and what his coaches report, is that he wanted to be out there to lead a very young team to help be that grounding force out there. Again, he wears Interboro on the front of his chest. He's an excellent ambassador for this school, and he shows what Buck Pride is all about, especially overcoming the adversity that he did this year with his injuries. So everybody, a round of applause for Dom Scrivano. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Claus. So to wrap up, just want to reiterate how much we appreciate the support from the families, students like this at Interboro. As an assistant principal, I don't get to make great phone calls all the time, and this is one I really look forward to making. A lot of times I make these phone calls and I see the reaction of like, what's wrong? But this is something I really look forward to, that phone call and this event every month. Really appreciate you guys coming today. Guys, keep up the good work. It's October. You've had an awesome start to the year. All right. No doubt that the rest of the year will continue likewise. All right. So thanks again. You need anything else? Grab some more food. And Chief just needs all the students for individual pictures and a group shot over there when we wrap up. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.